Hello, friends. Raven's Mouth here. Remember, Elijah was fed by ravens. I'm here in Newport, Rhode Island, and walking here along the historic cliff walks in Newport. And it's a beautiful spot. If you haven't been, it's definitely worth a visit. It's this nice, long paved trail, and I'm told further up the trail it gets rocky and more challenging. I didn't make it that far, just keeping it short today. But I'm walking here along this trail, and you can it's a foggy day, which the fog is beautiful in its own way. It's a beautiful day, even though the sun isn't shining. It's just marvelous. But you can see some of these daffodils growing behind me, and I'll show you the fog. That's all the ocean out there. You can't see it, though, because of the fog. And behind me are some beautiful, historic Newport mansions. Like, these are really, really nice houses, big houses, lots of yard, and aesthetically just beautiful, historic, and just these great places that I'm sure are great places to live. And as I walk along the trail, I see people looking out at the ocean, and I see people also, looking over at the historic mansions behind me. And as I was walking along, I thought to myself, it's funny that you walk here along the trail, and there probably are some people that spend more time looking at the houses than they do at the ocean, and they might look at the houses with just a real appreciation for them, but they also might be looking at them with a little bit of jealousy, a little bit of envy. And I admit it. Sometimes I'm a little jealous of houses like that. It'd be great to live in a mansion by the sea, but as I was walking along and kind of comparing the creation of God out there in the ocean and admiring that and looking at that, and as well as the creation of man behind me, which is not bad. These houses are not bad. They're beautiful houses, and they're made with God's resources, and with the ingenuity that God gave mankind. But as I'm sitting here on this bench, you can see some of these other benches. These benches don't face the mansions, they face the sea. They face what God has made, not what man has made. So folks, as they're walking along and they're taking turns between looking at their iPhone and looking at the ocean and looking at the mansions, and they're kind of going back and forth with what they're viewing. When someone finally decides to sit and rest and reflect or talk with a friend, or just meditate, just stare out, they don't want to see what man made behind me, as beautiful as those houses are. They want to stare at what God has made right in front of me. That's the ocean. On a day like today, the fog and the ocean. They want to hear the sounds of the waves crashing against the shore, not the sounds of lawnmowers mowing the grass. And it's interesting that when you find a place with benches in a place like this, if you go to the city, the benches are just inconvenient places to sit, and they look out at the street because you're waiting for the bus, or you're waiting for a friend to pick you up. But when you're out in a place like this, where I have immense natural beauty on one side of me and man-made beauty behind me, that when someone decides to build a bench, it faces the right way. It faces towards God's creation. It faces towards something that we can all enjoy, no matter where we are. Just food for thought. Take the time and think about, if you were to build a bench in your life, what would it face towards? Which direction would it face? Would it face towards the things that you probably can't have? Those mansions? There's a fence between me and those mansions. Or would it face towards the things that you can have because they've already been given to you? What are those things in your life? Bye.